The KEIP program is of great importance to us. It has some very useful activities such as capacity building for our staff. We've had curriculum reform completed for the primary level, and now we're working with them for the JSS, or the Junior Secondary School curriculum reform. Then we have the other component, which is the infrastructure development. Because our classrooms all across the country have not had any major maintenance work, and they were built many years back. So most of them were run down. So we really need renovation, rehabilitation of these classrooms, and that's where KEIP comes in, and we are really appreciative of that.
KEIP and the MOE are rebuilding the schools with a sustainable design that responds to the unique environment in Kiribati.
The whole process is quite long in time in terms of design, estimating materials, placing the order for materials. It takes several months to actually get the materials from New Zealand to here as well.
We've also developed a system where the buildings can arrive on site in a kit form from a local manufacturer and then be erected quite quickly on site. The idea was to try and come up with a building system that we could produce classrooms more quickly so that we could cover more schools in the time period and sort of within budget.
All the materials are certified sustainable resources from New Zealand, so they are environmentally friendly.
We have a pool of pre-qualified contractors who've also gone through quite a rigorous selection process to be involved in our main works.
The standard of workmanship has gone up since we've been building these kits. It's been a learning process for us to adapt our ideas and designs to the local environment.
It's very straightforward. I mean, always everything that the engineers propose, it's the most practical way and easy and simple. They also provide solutions that's within the capacity of our local builders. So it's always practical in the Kiribati context.
At the moment, we use a design whereby the kit sets are on a raised platform that utilises concreted posts and timber bearers, and then the wall panels are then erected onto those foundations.
Some schools don't have enough space, so that's where it changes from a single story to a double story. It saves a lot of space because we are going two-story, and also we are using less raw materials. Previously,
the floors were cast in situ that used a lot more local resource. Sand and gravel here is a scarce commodity, so we now have minimised the quantity of cement that's used.
Sustainability is a big part of our design. For instance, we use narrow plans. We maximize the window openings so the breeze can easily pass through. The use of bright colors like white finishes, they also reflect the light from outside and spread throughout the classroom, and this avoids the use of electricity. With good breeze and with good day lighting, you don't need electric light, you don't need fans or air cons. So in a way, you are not using or consuming any energy at all.
These designs are suitable for Tarawa, but especially good for the outer islands too.
We're very careful with the material selection and specification because of the harsh environment in Kiribati. The selection of materials like color bond for roofing and wall cladding, the stainless steel strap for tie downs through the concrete block, through the PVC post, the stainless steel mesh to cover windows for security purposes. These materials have a capacity to withstand the rust and corrosion if they're used properly.
One of the most sort of fundamental aspects of what we do is the improvement to the wash for each school. We provide water tanks to provide potable water supply for the school children to use. So for a typical classroom block, we will increase capacity by about 20,000 litres of water. And then the non-potable water supply, which is used for the hand wash and for the toilet flush that we do, that's also increased in capacity through a well system and providing an efficient overhead water storage tank. Also, we provide disability accessible toilets as well, which is maybe a first here on Tarawa. We also have about 20 contractors that we work with to do smaller scale works, like fencing, like furniture, like covered walkway works that we do.
This is the Australian taxpayers' money. They give this one from their hearts as a gift. For us, we got the feeling that we need to look after this gift.
These developments really contribute a lot to the better learning environment for our students, as well as creating a better working conditions for our teachers. It's really good for the moving towards a better quality of education for our children.